All right, all right. Well, good morning, and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Eric R. King, and I want to welcome you to Wake Up and Win with Eric and Friends. And today I am so excited because I have a special guest that is just so popular online. A lot of people are following her. A lot of people are listening to what she does. Her name is Rochelle Hollington, and she is a mindset coach. And I'm gonna give her a proper introduction in a few minutes, but I just want to send it out to her to say a few words. Rochelle?
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Thank you so much for a lovely introduction. I am very happy to be here and sharing my experiences and insights with everyone this morning. Thank you, Eric.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. What I'm going to do, as usual, is speak for a few minutes on a topic today. It's relating to mindset because that's what we're talking about, and then I will throw it out to Rochelle. All right. So, as you know, or some of you may not know, I am a sales and leadership coach. So I help entrepreneurs triple their sales, boost their income without being pushy or sleazy or salesy. And one of the things I do is when people start working with me is I always start with mindset, because it doesn't matter how many skills you learn or strategies you learn. If you don't have the right mindset, it won't work. You won't be successful. So that two things I want to share with you regarding this. Okay, so this is the mindset you need to be effective in sales, right? So number one, you must find out what your limiting beliefs are. Okay, so everybody has some sort of limiting beliefs based on our background, our education, or where we grew up. And if you don't know what they are, it will impact your business in a negative way. Okay, so for instance, some people were raised in a household where there wasn't a lot of money. So because of that, they think that they're not supposed to make a lot of money, right? Even though really that has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Some people feel that, well, because they grew up in a certain area, they cannot compete or succeed amongst people that grew up in a better area or a higher class. Again, limiting beliefs. I had a client years ago who told me that she can't make more than $50,000 a year. And I wondered why, because she was in an industry where people were making multiple six figures a year. So then when I found out more about her family, I realized that her parents never made up to $50,000. Her uncles, her aunts never made up to $50,000. So she created that ceiling for herself based on her family background. And in fact, when it gets to the end of the year, like now, like October, November, December, she'll stop setting appointments, and she will really sabotage her own business because she doesn't feel that she's worthy of making over $50,000. When we were able to change that mindset of hers, in her next 6 months, she made over six figures, right? So that's very important, to find out what your limiting beliefs are and to work on it so it doesn't stop you in life. The second thing I want to talk about is I think another thing that people do that stops them from being successful, and that is they worry about what other people think, say, or do. This is a big one. If you find yourself, anytime you want to make a decision, you're thinking, okay, if I do this, what will people say? Then you got to work on that. You got to work on that. Because if you are concerned about what people say all the time, you will never fulfill your true potential in life. Never. Right? So let me give you an example. So I'm promoting an event tomorrow, right? A big event that I do. I have hundreds of people that have already registered, Sell with Confidence event. And when I'm doing the marketing, right, I can send out a post or send out an email or send out information. And I'll get people saying, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll be there. I love what you do. And then I'll get someone who says, I'm not interested. I don't like sales, right? Right? Now, if I concern myself with that one guy that said, I don't like sales, I'm not going to show up, then I would stop myself from sharing it with more people that want to be there, right? That want to be there. So when people say things like that, it just goes in one ear and out the other. It doesn't bother me because my mission is to help 1 million people, 1 million entrepreneurs triple their income, triple their sales. So if that's my mission, I can't stop at the guy that says I'm not interested or, don't send me any more messages, right? So you have to train your brain not to worry about what people think, say, or do, or you won't do anything. You won't do anything, right? And also, don't be afraid of what people will say if you make a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but it doesn't matter. We're human. We're human, right? One last thing I'll say is, actually, second last thing I'll say is, I was talking to somebody a few days ago, and he said that he doesn't like doing videos online because he's afraid that people will judge him. And I told him, well, there are two types of people that watch your videos. There's a group of people that support you, that want you to do well, that love your content, right? That just, they just can't wait to see your next video. And then there's a group of people that hate. They say they hate on you, which is they don't want you to succeed, right? They judge your hair, they judge your makeup, they judge your lighting, they judge your sound, they judge everything, right? Two types of people. When you decide not to show up on camera, on video, or whatever you want to do, then you are catering to the haters. You are catering to this group. Why would you do that? They don't care about you. Why do you care about them so much, right? So concern yourself with the people here, not the people that are hating, all right? And because if you concern yourself with them, then you won't have any success, and they'll be happy. You don't want to make them happy, right? All right, so that's what I want to share. That's what I want to share real quick before I introduce our speaker, Rochelle. And Rochelle comes from Canada, a great country. I used to live there. She is a podcast host, a TV producer, and as you know, I only bring the best of the best to my shows, right? So today she's going to be talking about comfort zones, which a topic which I love. So I'm going to send it out to Rochelle Hollington in Canada. Go ahead, Rochelle.
Thank you for such a warm welcome. That's amazing. I'm very happy to be here and honored this morning to share my knowledge and insight with everybody who is here. So as Eric said, I am Rochelle Hollington, the founder of Roots for Success, where I support people in transforming their lives through understanding their stories and how they can recognize what does not serve them, and then begin to rewrite their stories that can empower them to realign to a greater purpose and abundance of life. And as Eric said, I am the podcast and TV producer of the Transformational Soul Talks. So this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about comfort zone. And this is a big one. So we have to develop one habit to change our life. In your world, we have to develop one habit. And so this one habit is understanding that we have, if you can imagine, a circle. And if you can put a circle in your mind, and inside that circle, I want you to draw or put everything that you have in your life right now. Things that you already have. Maybe it's an incredible job, an amazing income. Maybe it's a car that is awesome, has all the bells and whistles. Maybe it's an amazing relationship with a dynamic person. Put that inside your circle. Maybe it's an incredible vacation that you go around the world to all these fantastic locations and countries. Put that inside the circle. Now remember, it doesn't have to be materialistic. It can be anything that you already have right now in your life. Now I want you to look at that circle, and I want you to look out. I want you to look outside of the circle. What you currently don't have in your life. So maybe you're driving a car, but you don't really like it, and you want to upgrade. So you want to write that outside of the circle. Maybe you want to write a book, but you have no idea. So write that outside the book, or outside the circle. So what about, maybe you want to go on a trip, maybe to Bali. Write that outside the circle. Maybe you want to improve your physical health. Right back outside the circle. So now I'd like you to look at the order. We've got inside the circle. This is your comfort zone. Everything you have right now in your life is all within your comfort zone. And so your comfort zone is basically your income zone. I'm going to repeat that. Your comfort zone is your income zone. Now I want you to look at everything you currently do not have. Where are they? They are outside of your comfort zone. So in order to achieve what you want, but you currently don't have in your life, you need to stretch and expand that comfort zone, because it is within your comfort zone that you're just fine, that you're good, that everything's perfect. But guess what? You want all those things, but it's outside of your comfort zone. So this is very important, that you believe that the one habit you must develop to achieve success, I'm going to repeat it again, it's very important that you believe that the one habit you must develop to achieve success and abundance and fulfillment in your life is to have a daily base, to make it a daily basis, to make an effort to feel uncomfortable. Because what holds us back in life is the fear. It is the fear of the unknown. It is the fear of failure. It is the fear of rejection. It is the fear of not having proper validation, like Eric said. It is the fear of not having success. It is all outside of your comfort zone. Because as human beings, we tend to operate on a habit form, meaning we do things again and again and again. However, if you make a habit and you have habits and you do these things on a consistent basis, then that stretches your comfort zone. Now, I know that it can be scary, and a lot of people, it scares the crap out of people because you have to stretch that comfort zone. But if you do stretch that comfort zone, it will gradually bring in those things on the outside of your circle into your circle. Maybe, for example, you go to an event that you've never been to before, something that you would never go to. You go to the event. Maybe you take a leap of faith and you meet people that really intimidate you. You take the moment and you go and you introduce yourself, that people that you're just terrified of, but you go and you meet them. Maybe you read a book that you've never read before, and in reading it, it gives you the inspiration to make a change. Maybe you take a drive one day and you go somewhere that you've never been before just because it's different. What it's doing is it's stretching your comfort zone. Maybe you watch a show, a video that you would normally not watch, but then you realize that you were inspired by it, or you learned something that you did not know. What does it do? It gives you motivation or inspiration to do what? To step out of your comfort zone. Remember, it has to become a habit. And that feeling of feeling uncomfortable, you know, that feeling where your skin crawls, you get the butterflies in your stomach, your mouth goes dry, you think, oh, where's the nearest exit? Which way can I go? That feeling of uncomfortability. That's the feeling you want to feel, because that means that you are growing, you are stretching that comfort zone. And remember, it has to become a habit, a feeling of uncomfortability. So not once or twice, you're like, oh, you know, I did it the other week. I did it twice this week. No, it has to be done consistently. I always like to say the 80-20 rule. If you do something 20% of the time, nothing's going to show up. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to evolve. But if you do it 80% of the time, and you wake up every day and you do this, it's just like when you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth. It's a habit. You just get up. You do it automatically. Well, this is something that you have to learn to become a habit, to begin to feel uncomfortable. You ask that question. You read that book. You go and do something. You introduce yourself to someone else. So this is a must. You must step out of your comfort zone to increase abundance, happiness, prosperity, You must step out. You will acquire so much, though, when you do. You will acquire new knowledge. You will acquire new wisdom. You will acquire potentially new business associates that you can collaborate with. You will acquire new friends. You maybe even acquire a new skill. So this is really important. This week, I'd like everybody who's listening to take a moment, sit and think, how can I step out of my comfort zone? And then do little bits each day. Maybe it's changing the route that you go to work. Maybe it's taking a different walk. If you have a dog, you go a different way than the usual day. Maybe it's changing up what you drink in the morning and making it something different. It's always changing, going out of that comfort zone and stretching that comfort zone so that you encompass the things you want to have within your current comfort zone. So I would encourage you definitely to try this out, see how it works, and then you can always, when you go to Eric King's YouTube on Wake Up and Win, drop in the show notes, share how it's going for you. You can also find there the other mindset information we have given you over the last couple of weeks about your choice, decluttering, and recognizing. And if you'd like to share any of your thoughts or you'd like to reach out to me, you can definitely find me at RochelleHarlington.ca. There is a discovery call there. You can have a conversation with me for free. Or I have an ebook, 5 Powerful Tips for Success, which you can download for free. So I am very excited that I got to share this incredible message with you. Stepping out of your comfort zone is a big one that I love to share with my clients. And I'm going to say, have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. And I'll hand the mic back over to Eric.
All right, Rochelle. Thank you so much. You know, I've heard that topic talked about several times, and I don't think anybody broke it down like you did. You know, that's just amazing. You know, when we think of comfort zones, based on what you said, it's impossible to fulfill our potential life if we don't get out of our comfort zone. Like if we don't stretch our comfort zone, right? Because if you stay in the comfort zone, then you're just stuck there. You don't make more money like you talked about. You don't get the things you want in life that are outside of your comfort zone, you know, the car, the vacation, all of that. So all that stuff that you can get, you never do because you stay in your comfort zone. So, you know, what you said is just brilliant. It's something that can literally change someone's life. When I realized this many years ago, when I realized that you have to step out of your comfort zone, someone put it to me this way. If you want to live people said, no, he said, a lot of people want to live an easy life. So they don't take risks, they don't challenge themselves, they don't do anything. And then they end up living a hard life because they didn't get out of their comfort zone. But the people that are willing to do the hard things end up living the easy life, the fun life, right? So, you know, so just to add with what Rochelle said, you know, get out of your comfort zone and, you know, and do it bit by bit, daily, as she said. Do something daily that puts you outside of the comfort zone. And then you'll see that success will come with your ability to move out of the comfort zone. So thank you so much, Rochelle. That is a great way to end today's talk. Now I see why people follow you. I see why people join your programs and get your ebooks. By the way, make sure you connect with her, get her ebook, download it. It's free. Success Leaves Clues, right? And then if you want to go deeper, if you want to get training or coaching, reach out to her and you can get that coaching that you need. All right, so I want to just end. If you're watching this before Wednesday, September 20th, I am having my special event, Sell with Confidence, where I'm going to show you how to take your offer, how to pitch the offer, how to overcome objections, how to make more money, help more people, and have more fun. All right, so you just go to compassionatecloser.com/masterclass. I have so many websites. compassionatecloser.com/masterclass. I'll put it in the show notes. Make sure you get your tickets. Show up, invite other people. And if you hear this afterwards, connect with me, find out how you can get the recording or, you know, or get access to it. All right. So on that note, I want to wish you guys a great day, a great week, a great month, and a great rest of the year. Thank you again, Rochelle, for being here. I appreciate everybody. And we will, I think you want to say something, Rochelle?
No, I was just going to say have a wonderful day, everybody.
All right, awesome, awesome. So we will see you on the next Wake Up and Win. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.